On June 8, 2004, the sports card company known as Upper Deck released a series of NBA trading cards called the Exquisite Collection. These cards were the holy grail of that NBA season. With a loaded rookie class, most collectors at the time knew they had to get their hands on a pack of these exclusive cards. That is, if you could afford the $500 price tag. Of course, even the most avid collectors knew that their purchase was just a hobby, and if they were lucky, maybe they could flip their cards for some money in the future. Fortunately for them, over the next 17 years, the world of sports cards would change dramatically. New buyers for these elusive cards entered the market. New money began to circulate around these sports cards. The creation of eBay and eventually entire apps geared towards sports card enthusiasts made buying and selling easier and faster than ever before. The market saw a rapid boom, and for the individuals that held onto their cards from that 2004 Exquisite Collection, their patience and foresight would yield them a small, or in some cases, very large fortune. Now, back in 2004, I was just a little kid, but as I became more interested in sports, I quickly dropped my Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards for sports cards. I collected what I could with the little money and knowledge that I had at the time. Luckily for me, my brother-in-law was an avid collector and was happy to see that I had taken interest in the hobby. So, in a completely lopsided exchange, I traded him an autographed Bruce Bowen Skybox for the rookie card of my favorite NBA player. This guy. A LeBron James Upper Deck rookie card. And instantly, I was pretty much the happiest kid on the planet. At the time, this card was maybe worth a couple bucks, but as the market for sports cards exploded, so did the price for any card worth having, which has led this $2 card from 2004 to now be worth upwards of $2,000 with a good grade. That autographed Bruce Bowen that my brother-in-law took off my hands, now worth a solid $6 or $7 on a good day. As a kid, I added a few other cards to my collection. Nothing special, just some of my favorite players at the time. A Chris Paul rookie card, Carmelo Anthony rookie card, Chris Bosh rookie, a Michael Jordan rookie card from his 1994 baseball season with the White Sox. On a side note, imagine marketing a completely unqualified basketball player as a star rookie in the minors. And lastly, this really cool LeBron rookie card that looks awesome, but isn't worth much at all. So I've got these two LeBron rookie cards. One worth a little bit, one worth a lot more. But remember those Exquisite Collection cards I mentioned? If only I had one of those.
On Saturday, one of his rare cards sold for $1.8 million at an auction.
LeBron's rookie card goes for $1.8 million.
A LeBron James rookie card has set a new modern-day record. How does $1.8 million sound?
$1.8 million for this extremely rare and pristine LeBron James rookie card. At the time, a new record for the NBA sports card market set last summer. A card collector's dream, turning your hobby into an investment that nets you a fortune. This LeBron card shattered records and has since changed the landscape of NBA trading cards. But a completely new and wildly innovative form of collecting and trading in the sports world has emerged since this record-breaking transaction. Okay, so take a sports card, a physical representation of a player or a moment. Now, imagine that instead of purchasing that card, you can purchase the actual moment itself. And imagine you can collect these moments, buy packs of these moments, and resell these moments in a marketplace specifically made for these moments. Buying a moment. Sounds impossible, right? How can you own a piece of time? I mean, a card makes sense, right? You can hold it, there's only so many made, and you can physically collect them. But a highlight? How can you buy and collect highlights? Well, my friends, I would like to introduce you to Top Shot, a website where you can literally buy and sell moments of NBA history with real money in real time. If you aren't familiar with this product or website, let me fill you in. So Top Shot is a website that sells NBA highlights in the form of short clips. These highlights are called moments. They have an entire market of these moments where you can buy and sell with other people on the platform. You can purchase single moments or you can buy them in packs. Each moment comes in a set. Some sets come in a circulation count, which means Top Shot will be minting more of these moments in the future, and they have a counter of how many moments are currently in circulation. Other sets can be limited edition, which means Top Shot will not be minting any more of that specific moment. Each moment has a serial number, and that serial number represents the sequential order that each moment was minted. The lower the serial number, the rarer and more desirable that moment is. And I'm sure by now, you are all seeing the stark similarities between these moments and sports cards. But the similarities do not end there. Some of these moments sell for just a few dollars, whereas other rare moments can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just this past week, a Top Shot enthusiast bought this LeBron highlight for $208,000. Pretty insane, right? Well, just like trading cards, each moment's serial number and edition determines its value. For example, a low serial number, which means it was minted very early in the set, is more valuable than a high serial number. Also, a serial number that matches a jersey number demands a higher price tag as well. And there are different levels of sets, from common to rare to legendary. Resellers can feel out the market and set their price at whatever they feel it will sell for. For example, you can buy a $10 pack, pull a rare moment out of it with a serial number, and resell this moment on the marketplace for $100. There are even challenges on Top Shot's website that, if completed, you can earn a reward in the form of a moment. And all of these transactions are secured within an encrypted system. So you could say Top Shot and their product is a blend of sports, collecting, and crypto. So now that I've given y'all the rundown, what is going on? We've now entered the era of buying virtual moments in time. What? When I first saw this, my head spun around about 6 times before exploding in an attempt to wrap my mind around this concept. Okay, so first of all, can't I just watch any moment online for free? Why would I pay for something when I can get the same exact thing without paying for it? Well, Top Shot enthusiasts say that these moments are different from any old highlight on YouTube because these moments are encrypted and rare, and they are officially licensed products of the NBA. And to that, I say, so, okay, why would any of those specific qualities make a highlight of a guy shooting a basketball any more valuable to me? Why would a highlight being watched on Top Shot have any more value to me than watching the same highlight on any other platform? And the answer is really simple. No matter how you spin it, no matter how you try to justify this, the reason why people are buying these Top Shot moments is strictly for investment purposes. People are buying these moments and fishing through packs in hopes that they will get an awesome and potentially very valuable moment that they can then flip onto somebody else and make a ton of money off of. And the only reason why the other guy is willing to buy it is so that he can sit on it and eventually flip it to somebody else for profit, and the cycle goes on and on and on. No one is buying these highlights because they actually enjoy them, or because they want to have something exclusive or rare. They're doing it to make $1, which is fine. There are plenty of markets that people get into just to make money. But the glaring problem with this particular product is that there is zero intrinsic value to these moments. Zero. When my brother traded me that LeBron James rookie card, I was just some kid who was ecstatic to have a rookie card of my favorite player. It felt awesome to have a piece of history that I can hold and own and show my friends. At no moment did I ever think, can't wait to flip this on some sucker for thousands of dollars. I liked it for what it was and nothing more. But with these Top Shot moments, people don't care about any of that. All that matters is where is the best value and how much can I resell these moments for. These highlights could literally be clips of TV static with serial numbers and a fancy website, and people would still buy and resell them as long as they knew they could make money. And as odd and convoluted as the investment side of this whole thing is, the actual concept itself is even more baffling. So remember how I said that different sets can come in different rarities, common, rare, and legendary? Well, the same exact moments can come in different rarities as well. This moment of Steph Curry hitting this 3 is classified as a common, and it's currently selling for $3,700. But this same exact play is selling for $75,000 for the legendary version. It's the same damn highlight. The only difference is that Top Shot is saying there's less of this one and more of this one. The scarcity of it is completely artificial. But wait, There's more. So this common variation of this moment is going for $3,700, right? Well, not really. If you look at which ones are for sale according to their serial number, the price of this moment currently ranges anywhere from $3,700 to $200,000. Of course, I doubt anyone would pay $200,000 for this specific moment, but the fact that the prices are all over the board with no clear correlation or no reason as to why the resellers chose these prices just proves my point. This entire system has no rhyme or reason. These moments have no real value. It's all based off of what someone else is willing to pay, and someone is only willing to pay what they feel like they can later make money off of, and they'll end up selling it to someone who will only pay what they feel like they can make money off of, and on and on and on until some poor schmuck is left with a Steph Curry highlight that he paid 20 racks for and no one left to sell it to. But guys, it gets worse. The value of these moments isn't even determined by how awesome the moment is. For example, this moment from Joel Embiid is selling for a minimum of $14,300. Pretty cool move, but nothing crazy, right? Well, this moment from Joel Embiid, which is of similar difficulty and flair, is selling for only $160, or virtually 1% of the price of that other moment. Why? Because Top Shot minted only 75 of this moment, and they minted 15,000 of this one. Now, I don't know about y'all, but just because this company says it's valuable because it's rare, doesn't mean it's rare or valuable. Look at this. Look at this. You can buy this block from Draymond Green in a meaningless regular season game for $85,000. What? There is nothing cool or different about this other than the arbitrary tag they've put on it. Top Shot is artificially manufacturing the rarity of these moments, which is in turn artificially inflating the value of them. But the idea of minting more or less moments makes no sense whatsoever. In sports cards, if a company makes only 500 cards, there are only 500 of that card in existence. But for a highlight, just saying there's only 75 moments ever minted doesn't actually mean anything at all, because anyone can just watch this on YouTube right now for free as many times as they want. They can save it, transfer it to their phone, show friends, make highlight videos out of it. It has no scarcity whatsoever. Just saying this out loud is kind of making my head hurt, since all of this seems like common sense, and yet people are paying thousands and thousands of dollars for this stuff. Now, some people may say, what's the difference between these encrypted moments and other collectibles like trading cards or watches or shoes? And there isn't much difference. I think buying a trading card for $1.8 million is also insane. But the one main difference is that with a physical product, there are literally only a specific amount in circulation and there will never be more. The rarity of these collectibles is not artificial. For example, the T206 Honus Wagner baseball card was the most valuable sports card in the world for over a century, with the highest graded T206 Honus Wagner selling for $3.2 million. Now, I don't care what you're buying, paying $3.2 million for anything is absurd, but we can say for a fact that there are only 60 authenticated T206 Honus Wagners in existence, and there will never ever be any more. It's a piece of baseball history, similar to a bat of a legendary player or a ball pitched in a World Series game. But in the case of these Top Shot moments, the rarity is completely artificial. They could always just make more, and there would be no difference between the new ones and the original ones. Many valuable sports cards have actual patches of jerseys and other physical items that were worn and used by legendary players. Some of these cards were signed and actually held by these players. Look at this. I have a Jason Williams card with a piece of a basketball in it. Now these days you can't be too sure about anything, but I'm almost positive you can't sign or put a jersey in a video clip. So with all of that being said, I have one question to everyone watching this video, especially anyone who has bought a product from Top Shot. If you knew you couldn't resell these, you could only buy them for yourself and enjoy them without the prospect of making money off of them, would anyone even buy these at all? A lot of people bought sports cards not to resell them, but because they wanted a piece of history and a piece of that player's journey. My LeBron James rookie card means far more to me sentimentally than it does monetarily. In fact, before doing research for this video, I had never even looked up what it was selling for, because I didn't care. It was never about the possibility of one day flipping it to some sucker willing to pay top dollar for it. LeBron's my guy, and I just think it's cool to own this card. This exchange between two individuals pretty much sums it all up. You're literally paying $120 for some YouTube highlights. YouTube highlights that I could sell today for $14,000. Admittedly, it was and will always be about the money and profit. And eventually, someone will be stuck with these criminally overpriced highlights, an empty bank account, and no one left to sell it to. So, what are your thoughts on Top Shot and their product? Is this the future of collectibles and investments? Or is this just some scam to get people to spend their money on something that is otherwise completely free? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, until next time.